The final clan war of this beautiful, beautiful Penguin Sky Cup. Newbee, the winners versus Lucky Future. Game number 1 is 1-0 versus WFZ. And from that one on, King of the Hill, the winner stays alive and gets a new challenger. If Lucky Future wins, they are second place. If they lose, they are third place. And LP Club with Focused and Romantic and Colorful and 14 Sway claim the silver medal. But this is a rematch from Playday 1. Why are you smirking?
I'm looking at the bases. You're going to see it in a second.
All right. On Playday 1, Lucky Future upset Newbee heavily and defeated them. And one of the reasons was that WFZ defeated 1-2-0. And now we get the rematch at the first encounter here in this King of the Hill mode. And Remo, you said there's something special? Or what?
Oh, yes. Looking at the main bases, WFZ is first. This one is easy in the top left. It's a standard build. It's a Tet Fiend build order that is basically what we see all the time in this matchup nowadays. But 1-2-0 across the map. This is a crypt into a ziggurat. Into an altar.
Oh.
That means hero will be pretty late. That means 95% this is going to be Dreadlord first. The same strat that he played against WFZ here previously, where he lost. Dreadlord fast expansion, WFZ figured out a way to play against that with a Zeppelin, evading the sleep surround abuse. 1-2-0 though, as 1-2-0 is gonna try it again.
Yeah, feels like he really wants to make this work. He knows he's the better player. It is.
Dude, he's fast expanding almost everywhere nowadays. Mirror, against Orc, against Human, against Night Elf?
He tried against Night Elf, but then TH and Moon came up with this double detonate. So the blight was gone and he couldn't do it anymore, but he tried for sure.
So here we go. That's the Dreadlord. Acolyte, gonna be scouting the main quickly, sees the ghoul build right away. And by the timing of the hero, should know very soon that this is the Dreadlord Fast Expo. It is a safe expansion. Normally, the sleep surround is an easy way to deal with the DK, forces him to either die or have to TP out. The camp isn't that hard to take in the first place, but the issue comes later, because everything's going to be ground-based, and Zeppelin might be coming in. But that's going to be a story for later on. We'll see how WZ responds to this. Is he going to try to harass, try to get some last hits, or is he just going to completely ignore the opponent's attempts and just go creep the map himself for the early parts of the game?
I think the first item here is really important for WFC. Cloak of Shadows. In like a couple of months ago, we would have said, whatever. But now, even if he gets sleep surrounded, he can go into Shadow Meld. It doesn't matter if it's night or daytime. So 1-2-0 needs reveal. Oh, loses a ghoul. Reveal / dust, which costs a little more. Yeah, losing a ghoul here, not the greatest. DK comes in. Can he steal something? Sleep? Surround. No counter surround right there, but Cloak of Shadows comes into play.
Oh my god, the cloak. Owning that early game here so far, honestly. This item is making such a massive difference. Last hit goes to the DK as well. Dude, that cloak is ruining the expansion right now.
Yeah. Is there another coil ready for the High Priest? Yep, almost level 2. Oh my god, what a disaster for 1-2-0. GG! WFZ does it again, eliminating 1-2-0.
Lols.
And the dream of Happy versus Necromancer is dead. Killed by Wufagen in 3 minutes and 33 seconds.
That is probably the best Cloak of Shadows I've ever seen. That item did win that game.
And Remo, you know what? My calls are back. It finally worked. And finally I said something right again after 2 days of just horrible calls.
And honestly, this was important. Like, you have to try to score some points before Happy. You don't want to rely on Happy only to get the 3 maps here. And 1-2-0 LawLiet, this matchup, on paper, should be favored for Newbee against everyone other than Happy. So WZ getting this win here is really, really, really important.
Yeah.
So, who do you send in next now? Are you going to send in Lin, who's probably going to destroy WZ? Or are you going to send in LawLiet, to have Lin later on against Happy?
Before we go into this, thank you, Anonymous Warcraft 3, for the €5 donation. RB is in. Great casting this weekend. Thank you very much. Let's talk next week, my man. Yeah, that's a good question. I think... What?
Silent chat with the Pepe hands. Yeah, buddy, I'm sorry. That didn't work out.
Good question, Remo. What do you send now? I think it's a lot to regard now. I think both of the players that Newbee sends in can destroy WFC.
Yeah.
The question is, how do you get in position?
Yeah, I think I would prefer LawLiet, because if you send in Lin now, Lin is your best bet against Happy. If you send Lin in now, he's probably going to win versus WFZ. Yeah. And he's probably going to win versus Soin as well. Probably.
It's kind of 50-50, actually.
But maybe Soin wins, and then Lin is out. Then you're not going to have Lin as your trump card against Happy.
Yeah.
So I think I would like to see LawLiet.
Yeah, I think you have to give Lin map choice against the Happy. It's tough. It's a tough call.
Yeah. Oh, and that means that they could reserve Twisted for Lin versus Happy.
Oh yeah,
that's gonna be by far their best choice.
Yep. Okay, yeah, you're absolutely right. But
it could also be counterplayed though. If you put in LawLiet now, then
and play Twisted,
and you play something else and he wins. Yeah. Then Lucky Future's next pick is going to be Twisted, just to take it away from Lin for later.
With Soin then.
Yeah.
Soin playing Orc against Night Elf on Twisted. Yeah, that I can see that definitely as well. So, yeah, it could be a Soin seed right now.
If they want to go super safe mode, that they definitely get this next point, they could go Lin right now with Twisted against WFZ. And the win chance is like 95%.
These win chances. got a little scared about these win chances. Man.
I'm not going 100%. I'm not going that far. That's reserved for you. But I think you want to keep Lin for Happy. Yeah, I think that would also be the most hype towards the end. Happy versus Lin in the final game to decide it all. Oh yeah,
it's Last Refuge. I think by the time it took to choose map and player, it's Lin. It was a tough decision, but they sent in Lin.
What? That is normally the #1 veto against Undead from Orcs. Interesting. Huh.
Lin is pretty creative as well. Maybe he has a trick up his sleeve or just wants to have some fun. I mean, for Newbee, doesn't matter. Anyway. Oh, but that means if Lin... Oh, well, they could still send Soin for the Orc Mirror, but... Lin versus Happy would be pretty damn hype, man. In the shape they are. But alright, for now, the best Orc in the world is making an appearance in the Newbee roster. And WFZ had these team game moments where he was able to beat very strong players. Especially against Orc, he kind of is a dark horse. And can take unexpected maps. But it's Lin's map choice. Lin's fresh. But WFZ comes into this with a lot of momentum after a 3-minute, 33-second win against the best Undead in the world. Second best Undead in the world.
I was about to say, like...
Sorry, it's like muscle memory, but for the brain. It's so connected to 120 that it jumps on the tongue.
But Lin is the best Orc in the world again. It's been so much fun to have seen him these last couple of weeks in his tip-top shape again. Lin was struggling for quite a while, to be honest. So much so that Focus overtook him for best Orc in the world. But most recently, Lin has been looking fresh as hell. And is not going to be going for creeping first here, by the way. Looking at what's happening here in the early game, we have a normal Blade Master build. Well, not that normal, actually. Skipping the shop means not going for the first claw, means he's going to go for the circlet to begin with and going to be harassing early. On WFZ side, it's going to be the DK, Ted Fiend build order. And this is the I think this is a tailor-made response by Lin, because normally the early game for Undead here is you kill the sheep on the way to the High Priest, you kill the High Priest, which you can easily do because the Blade Master always goes for the claws, normally every single time. But Lin, anticipating this move, I think he's gonna try to steal this first High Priest away from WFZ.
Sometimes I really appreciate you by my side for exactly these comments. It was very well put.
You're welcome. You're welcome. WFZ though, he's gonna have the Scout Acolyte. Oh, did he see it though? Scout Acolyte was a little bit slow. I'm not sure if he saw the no-shop Blade Master play. Acolyte vision range is small. He hasn't seen him yet, moving south. And yeah, WFZ is going for the normal early. And Lin... Okay, he's not gonna try to steal it. He's instead gonna go for the other High Priest on the other side. Grunt is gonna scout. Ensnare shouldn't really change much. There's not really enough damage here by WFZ. Okay. Too bad. I thought Lin was going to go for the brilliant snipe. But that's also pretty low likelihood because normally 2 coils get invested. 1 to snipe the last hit. So, okay. Not much, but interesting little tidbits here in the early game.
We have Well of Illusion on the DK, nice for scouting. We have Watch Awards, really nice for scouting. Oh, this position. I'm in love with the Sentry Ward position on the high ground right there. And the Ziggurat is an easy snipe for Lin. So this is all a little delayed. Gets the Nerubian Tower right away.
You see what WFZ has?
A Ring of Protection. What?
No, he's got 4 ghouls.
Oh.
Oh, he's gonna go for the Shade Rush again. Which means that you're gonna be very low on Fiends for a long time. This means low presence on the map. This means low creeping potential in the mid-game. This can also mean Dreadlord Destroyer timing, which I think is completely awful. But
if I had $1 for every time you said that.
But it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be. But definitely going to be the Shade Rush. WC's just standing in the back of his base.
Yeah,
there's no really reason here to be here. He's got 6 Acolytes plus a Nerub Tower. A Blade Master can't really do damage here.
And 4 ghouls. Like, they can deal with it easily. A lot of vision on the map, of course. Hi, Marco. Nice to see you. A lot of vision on the map with grunts, with wards, so the Blade Master will always know where he is. Tier 2 is done for Lin. A lot faster than WFZ, and he comes in for the snipe.
Big last hit. If Lin steals this is a really big deal. Grunts coming in. WZ2 could have committed for the Ogre Magi. He was low enough, and with the coil you have the last hit advantage. But lets it go. Skeletons all expire. Really good presence by Lin. It's being made pretty easy, honestly, with the sentry wards here for him. It's super simple for him to know where the opponent is. But he is slowing down the DK pretty well. But he's also slowing down the Blade Master a hell of a lot. The level 3 permanent sentry ward roaming Blade Master stealing last hits. It's not really gonna be a thing too quickly.
Nope. Got level 2 finally for the crit. Lich is coming now, so dealing with the Blade Master is even easier. Shadowhunter second Beastery tier 3. The meta build for Orc versus Undead so far.
Oh, Blade Master would love to get the Ogre Magi over here. Coil from the DK, an inch away. Oh, gets it with the Windwalk. Well done. Gets the gloves as well. Did cost him a lot of HP though. All of his mana. And WZ will be hitting level 2 here regardless. Okay. But Lin saved so much mana, so much money this game. Yeah. Only now going for the heal cells. This entire early game didn't spend any gold on any heal cells or clarity.
Yeah, that's like... Usually you always go for 2 sets to have that healing. WFZ had no real chance to attack him too much, I guess. Shadowhunter's creeping time starts as well with the 3 grunts. And tier 3, of course, with the Warmill, with Raiders, with Ensnare. Lin looking sharp this far, and yeah, it is the Shade Rush, Remo. Ah.
It's not that bad. Shade Rush isn't that awful, but look at... He's got 1 Fiend.
Yep.
Second one coming in now. Creep speed for WFZ is extremely slow. But with mass skeletons, it can still be somewhat okay. Lich isn't as level reliant as the Shadowhunter is, so it, you know, it might be working out. It might be decent. And having constant detection against the Blade Master is nice, to be fair. However, if we do go to Mass Destroyers, that is an outdated build. That is a build that normally doesn't work anymore, especially against the likes of Lin. Oh, Blade Master wants to get the last hit, but here's the Shade. Shade is having value right now. Last hit to WFZ and the item as well. That was important because it's the big mana potion.
Sweet, yeah. That click battle goes to Bufajen. Nicely done. Tier 3 about to be done. Ziggurat is in time. Lin is faster. Oh, that's alright. TC and Shadowhunter both need more time to level. The Blade Master is pretty underwhelming as well. So this will be a tame mid-game now, I think. WFZ creeping a very careful spot with the Shade not around. He lost track of the Blade.
Yeah, the Shade was tailing the Orc army there for a moment, but now returns back to the Undead Force. Wand of the Wind, excellent item. Yeah. Super strong against Shadowhunter and TC both, and could also be against the Blade Master. Extremely good.
Prevents a lot of damage and healing, that's for sure. There's no Dispel on the Orc side, so that is one of the best items you can find there next to the Mana Stone. TC coming, tier 3 done, or not purchased. TC will bring it then, I guess. Same for WFZ.
For the TC
it's
as well.
the Dreadlord, Remo. Dreadlord 3rd. Love to tease you with it. And Destroyer upgrade, yeehaw!
It's so bad. It's so bad. WZ, why are you still playing this? Alright, the idea here behind the strategy, in case you guys haven't seen it yet. The Dreadlord comes out, he has got a bunch of sleeps, and then you combine the sleep with the destroyers. They do have good synergy, because the beginning of the fight is very strong for the undead. Oh, but if the altar gets killed, repair, WFZ, repair. Oh, the double cyclone though. That Wand of the Wind is saving the altar, perhaps saving the altar.
Yeah.
Oh, and Lin overextends. This could be surrounds now on the Raiders as well. Oh, Lin, you did not expect this Wand of the Wind, did you? Sleep, easy surrounds.
Too many. Still got the scroll going. Blade Master's kind of strong. Fiend will most likely fall. Stun on pretty much everything. That's level 3 for the Shadowhunter. With mana, heals this Raider up. Man, this could have been so much better for WFZ.
Very late with the ghouls as well. He could have brought the ghouls instantly, but he brought them pretty late. And
that was the sleeps, and that was the One of the Wind.
Yeah, true. So Lin loses quite a bit there, but it's also some power out of WFZ. This Dreadlord timing, if he was there with full mana plus 3 Wands of the Wind, this could have honestly been a game-winning timing. Now, I know I hate this timing push because it's very hit or miss, but this could have been one of the games where it could have been devastating. So, silver lining, I guess, for Lin.
Still lack a level 3 Lich. We got the Medallion of Courage for some HP and intelligence. But not an aura, so it's definitely fine. Laboratory creep for Lin as well with the Kodo. He's making a transition towards Walkers and the Kodo upgrade and the Berserker upgrade as well. Lots of investments for Lin, which means it will take some time until his army is in full force. And WFC is trying to abuse that timing with an expansion on a unusual position.
That's something new. He didn't used to play this before. He used to play this all-in push, try to win the game, and if it works, he wins, and if it doesn't, it's over. But now he's got a transition. He's got this power spike timing at around 50 and uses it to get an expansion going. I like that a lot more than the other attempt. It's kind of cool.
He also has a temple coming for Banshees. So both are gearing up for the very late game.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's
okay.
A different late game approach.
Okay, I take back my disgust from earlier. And this is a very different Dreadlord play than what WFZ showed before. With a transition behind. Destroyers being morphed. WFZ wants to go for a fight. The Shade showed the positioning of the Orc army, but very important scout there by the Blade Master.
Yeah.
Gives Lin the time to retreat.
I was about to say the same. Ooh, could be a creep check right there. Lich is level 3. Robe of the Magi, lots of damage. 2 destroyers ensnared. Muddy can slow as well, but of course can be dispelled. Not losing too much. Lin maybe a little late with the engage. He wasn't even willing to go for it. Just gave over that creep camp to WFZ, buying more time for the expansion and the rope. Like this Lich already, plus 17, 500 mana. We will smash.
Blade Master, excellent job here. Once again, scouting things out. Coil Nova. Oh, could be coming in with a sleep now.
Yep. Waiting
the
for the
Hellstone at least
cooldowns.
forced.
Not using another spell. So saving.
Could have killed him right there. If the that was a little bit sloppy by WZ. If he had the Dreadlord in a better position, he could have just perma-slept him. Sleep Coil Nova, sleep Coil Nova. Blade Master could have died. Oh, Blade Master again!
Here we go. Lich is a little out of position. He can't Nova immediately. He sees him now.
Wait.
He slows him now. And he sleeps him now. TC, can he come in for a stomp and disable everything? No. Coil executes him. WFZ on a roll. Takes out the first hero and damage dealer.
Dude,
And has an expo up.
WFZ, he's back. He's back in the team games.
The sleeps, man. The sleeps. So good. Lich can fight now. Gets the surround. Stomp on everything, of course. Heal wave as well. How long can this TC stay alive? Not for too long. Despite Spirit Link, it doesn't matter. The TC falls and the Shadow Hunter is on its own. Can he take the units out as well, though?
There is Spirit Link here, but Destroyer still in the air. Coil does miss, however. DK out of mana for now, but has the big mana potion still to be used. This is so hard to fight now for Lin. Missing 2 of his heroes. Not respecting the sleep lockdown there. Cost him the first hero, cost him the third hero. Now Shadowhunter trying to do it by himself. Is surprisingly somewhat working, but if you fight against 3 undead heroes with only one of your own, this is not good.
Spirit Link helped a ton there for a bit. Blade Master at 50%. Heal Wave have to rattle through again. The Lich is just one-shotting these headhunters. The Wyvern taken out now as well. The Kodo Beast survived. It soaked up a lot of damage. Coil is ready, saving another Fiend. Dreadlord close to 3. Lich level 3.6 is something. No mana anymore for the Shadow Hunter at the moment. Level 3 on the Dreadlord. So many more sleeps. He's taking out the Walker as well. This is looking good for WFZ, who is 2-0 in this clan war, and now up against LawLiet, who needs an all-kill to save Newbee in this clan war.
What a day for WFZ, man. Taking out 1-2-0 and lane. Who would have thought? Props to him. Well done. But very sloppy mistake there by Lin. Not seeing the potential coming of the Sleep Coil Nova lockdown. Seems like he didn't watch that Knopf versus Haseops game enough.
Knopf in chat, I definitely hope so.
Yeah, I mean, and if you lose Blade Master plus TC, and then everything else gets chased after.
Yeah. And
WZ being given a bit of a gift today. First with the Dreadlord expansion, now Lin making sloppy mistakes. But hey, a win's a win. 2 wins in a row. And now LF looking poised to get second place in this league.
And I can only see Focus and Romantic sitting there at their home desk. Oh, what the fuck, guys? Come on, really? Like, really? But yeah, this is the clan war right here. That could be the first all-kill in the entire tournament.
By WFZ of all people.
Team games, man. Team games. And this man. Always different. I don't know what it is. He's playing like a tier above, usually, if he's representing a race or a country or a team. Quite funny how that works.
Yeah. So now, no really other player to choose from. Newbee with only a 3-player roster. Will be LawLiet now to try to get the win here. Of course, for Newbee, it doesn't matter that much really how they do here. They are first place regardless.
Yeah,
but LawLiet's still gonna try his best. He's already had a great first clan war, getting the win there for the team against winners. And what map do you put him on now? Usually Warden is the favorite hero for LawLiet.
He doesn't.
But it's very hard to make work against undead. Much harder than it is against human.
I mean, he doesn't need a warden against undead. He still takes Northern Isles. He was successful winning the tournament on this map against Chimiko. Alright, here we see the standing again. Newbee already with 4 and 1. The determined winner. Lucky Future 2 and 3. LP Club 3 and 3. Winners 2 and 4. So this will be the decider here. And yeah, WFZ with match points. LawLiet needs an all kill. That would be the first all kill. Same goes for WFZ. If he wins here now. To claim second place. $2,200 for Lucky Future. Would be cool for Czech, right? If he joined this team in the middle of this tournament, and he most likely immediately gets a share.
Yeah. And he put in good work. He scored a couple of valuable points previous in this league. We're probably not going to see him here today, but we'll see.
Quite funny. LawLiet's win rate against Undead is 60%. WFZ's win rate against Night Elf 60%. And the win rate of the two players against each other is exactly 50%. So, as even as it gets.
Great promise for a close game now that we will hopefully see. What are we seeing so far here from the base build? It is a Tet Fiend build order by WFZ, which is becoming more and more popular nowadays against Night Elf, and the normal Ancient of War towards the Ogre Magi by LawLiet. So, Keeper or Demon, I think, has to be the question. Warden would greatly surprise me. It has been played before, but again, against Undead, it's not that good. Because even on level 5, against tier 3 Undead, he's just not a very good fighter.
Demon
it is the Demon.
Okay. I expected a Warden. Good that I didn't say anything. Just because it's more fun to him, I guess. But yeah, there's the graveyard to confirm the Tet Fiends. Warden would have been bad against Fiends early. Kind of nice with Fan of Knives against the Ghoul play, but against Fiends you kind of need a lot of Shadow Strikes and stuff.
Yeah, usually one of the big reasons to play Warden against Human is you have the multiple, or over and over, the harass against the bases. You can kill the peasants, you can get level 5 pretty quickly. Then you're already a good fighter against Human, and on level 6, you're really good. Neither level 5 nor level 6 is really strong against Undead. There's always heal from statues, AoE, there's the DK to keep on healing targets. Against Ghouls, yes, she's good, but beyond tier 3, Ghouls will be rotated out of, and then you're fighting against Fiends and A-bombs only, so the Warden just simply isn't a very good fighter against Undead. Whereas the Demon Hunter, by disabling the Undead heroes and doing plenty of damage himself, he is very good once he gets some levels going. And yeah, he's going to be level 2 right away. Big mana potion for him. Pretty bad, but for a second hero, it's going to be nice. I wonder if this is going to influence his second hero choice. If you find a big mana pot early, it's always like, oh, maybe I should play a Panda. Otherwise, Naga is the alternative. Level 3 Demon Hunter is something that LawLiet will oftentimes prioritize. I wonder if he's going to do that here. If he goes for 3 green camps in a row, that is going to be his level 3. And look at LawLiet's play. You guys remember how we keep on talking about this over and over in Europe? Night Elves will run across the map with level 2 Demon, burn, harass. And what does LawLiet do? He says, no. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go creeping. I'm going to get level 3. Hopefully, he's going to get the boots as well. And then he's going to own this mid game.
Yeah, he's listening to our casts a lot. So maybe got the idea from us. As everyone should, of course. So it is Fiends. I was thinking for a second, like, Gargs are becoming more and more a thing in this matchup, but not here. Not yet arrived at TBC's play, at WFC's play. More of a TBC and Luna play.
Pretty cool creep here by WZ. Just the skeletons are taking out the green camp. It's just barely working out, but I think it should be working. And that's going to be the level 2 for the DK. Those 2 green camps add up to level 2. There we go. Now he has the aura. Oh, nice wisp save.
Yeah, wanted to snipe. You need 1 hit and a coil to kill a wisp, but after the hit, LawLiet was immediately healing against it. Not
Dude, the
even
demon's
using-
inventory, by the way, this is the perfect panda inventory.
Yep.
I would
It's-
play panda now.
It's the absolute worst Demon Hunter inventory,
Yep. True.
but for a panda, this is fantastic indeed. He has a lot of
Wouldn't you
HP.
know it? He just keeps on creeping, guys. Just keeps on creeping. But doesn't want to give up any last hits here. It's important to get everyone for that level 3. Gets the first. Gets the second. No boots yet for the demon. Actually can spare one last hit over here. Maybe he got the experience from Skeleton or something. Wisp! Harass in the main.
Yeah,
Wisp.
with a fiend.
Yeah, with a fiend, exactly.
It's so rare. He has no coil no more.
Oh, the DK went for the boots.
Yeah.
Dude, this is again a super weird WZ play. Like, what is this?
In,
He is ultra fast now, to be fair.
didn't Happy play this a lot in this matchup?
Fiend Whisperers?
No DK boots.
For the Naga second, I have seen that before. But normally, she has a very tough time against the level 3 demon because here comes the first burn. And the Naga has to run. And Naga with human is so good because he can slow down the demon, and then the right clicks from the footies come in and they hurt the demon hunter. But there's only fiends here, so it's not really that painful. Here comes another burn. One more burn, and this Naga is completely dry. And this level 3 demon, I don't know about you guys, but I think he's looking pretty good.
I kind of agree. He has the cloak now as well. Naga second, no panda for LawLiet. Get a slaughterhouse in tier 3 tech. This will still take some time. Tier 3 by LawLiet as well. Skipping dryads completely. What's he going
This build by WZ is completely weird. Oh, and now the fiends are getting found. Oh, that's the worst case scenario.
Oh, ouch.
That's at least one dying.
Archer
And this is why
block.
fiends early are bad against Night Elf. Demon gets level 3, keeps on burning you. Naga comes in with the slow, fiends die. Strength of fiends is you never lose them, you keep them all alive, and then they have a lot of weight in the late game. And you can creep with them, but
Yeah.
none of this is working out here.
Yeah, it is an unusual build for WFZ for sure. And LawLiet setting the right priorities and having an easy time for now. Double lore, but it is such a fast tier 3 for the Night Elf as well.
And a lot of it comes down to the opening here by the Undead. The Ted Fiend build came more and more into popularity against Night Elf, and it's pretty good against the Keeper. Like, you get attack fast, you don't want many ghouls anyways, you want to go to Fiends quickly. But against the Demon, you can never pressure him, you can't stop him from creeping, and the Fiends you get, you can't even do much with. So, I just think nowadays the Ted Fiend build is pretty weak against Night Elf.
Yeah, might be a little outdated, but that's WFZ. He plays his own thing. He has his own mind. Coil before mana burn, but has no last hit here. Should still be enough. Naga only level 1. Lich will soak up more experience in a bit, but finally statues coming. Lots of freedom for the Naga. And okay, he's going 2 dryads into bears.
The town is under siege.
Big experience lead here on the Night Elf side. And with bears on the way, the Demon can now creep more aggressive camps. Look at the Moon Juice, by the way. This was such an easy game for LawLiet so far. Didn't have to heal. They're all full to the brim.
Yeah. Can take a nice bath after the first fight to relax. Demon Hunter with the flute. More damage for the Naga. Maybe a little careful here. Should be fine. Like the staff, more mobility. To
Gonna
heal
have a
up.
double staff action. Really good. Staff out, heal up, staff in. We've seen that before.
Lich now, destroyers as well. A bear master training starts. I kind of feel he won't have enough destroyers for the bears, and the heroes are not the heavy lifters either.
Expansion here pretty early by LawLiet if he wants to set it up now. On only a single bear so far. Another Periapt. Actually really good. The longer the demon stays alive, the more he can burn, the more he can spread the poison. Also helps the Naga to not get nuked too easily.
Yeah, pretty tanky DH with all of this. Hard to nuke.
Yeah.
I mean, you do
surprised
have
LawLiet
a
is
triple
playing it
spell.
pretty passively here. I think with the first Master Bear, he could have looked to be aggressive. He must know that WZ's levels are low, his heroes are strong, that for LawLiet, but he's gonna go into a creep game now, and I think he's giving a little bit more space to WFZ than he should ideally.
Yeah, but he's expanding. I kind of expected this. LawLiet is not the I push you till you die player, but rather builds a big advantage. Warsong Battle Drums, by the way, even more damage. Sold the flute. But this Warsong Battle Drums is the better flute. What do you like better as an instrument? Flutes or drums?
That's a good question.
I know. That's why I'm
Drums.
asking.
Drums, definitely drums.
Yeah. So the item is pretty realistic.
You remember the big drums from TI9? Boom,
Yeah.
boom, 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 from the opening ceremony? It was pretty cool.
Pretty good for WFZ as well, the Ancient Django. Level 2, he still lacks level 3 for the level 2 Fork Lightning. And slowly he has to do something against his expansion, or at least be aware of this. Oh,
Demon's about to
Acolyte.
be level 4 here. That's very nice. The level 2 evasion plus the stat helps a lot. He is so tanky now. And level 4 for the Naga is also really good.
Forces are under attack.
Looking at WZ's army, doesn't seem like he's fight ready. 3 Fiends, 2 Statues, 1 Destroyer. It's not that much.
Heroes-
3/3/2 heroes are nice.
Yeah. Here's RK. And maybe he can swipe in and out with all the movement speed he has, even against Dryads. It's a lot of enter. It's still like 10 supply and archers without marksmanship. I don't know. Counter push to this expansion. He sees it. He's expanding at the same time. And that timing could actually work kind of well. No TP necessary with these race car units.
Surprisingly, the marketplace is still available. Normally we see that sniped on tier 2 pretty early on.
He was there.
Ah, yeah, right. It's just the Healthstone that's been
Yeah.
picked up.
Oh, staff on the wisp, and the Demon Hunter's there. Instant cancel.
A player's
And a push into the base
forces
as
are
well.
under attack.
The macro of
Town is under
LawLiet.
siege.
Counterattack though.
This would be a great time for WZ to fight, honestly. The archers are all hurt a little bit. The bears are hurt a little bit. It's on Blight. It's next to the Black Citadel. But no, WZ is going for the attack on the enemy side. Going for the Moonwells here first. Losing those is probably going to hurt more than losing the Crypt. And with only 2 bears here, it's not that much damage. But WZ will TP.
Player's forces
TP out quickly as well. By LawLiet, it's going to lose 1 bear though. And that was a pretty good trade by WFZ.
LawLiet is expanding again in the bottom right. So use that time, and the wisp is still there. Can still be staffed on to cancel this. This looked way more one-sided a couple of minutes ago. Now it's pretty much the everything can happen state.
Yeah, I mean, LawLiet kind of left him alone after reaching level 3 for the most part. Which I think he could have been doing a bit more aggressively, but whatever. Want to get the expansion up. The first one was cancelled, but the second one is finished. Not yet mining, but it is standing. And I imagine LawLiet's going to defend this. But WC's got the supply lead now. He's in upkeep. LawLiet isn't. So, is he going to defend here or not?
He's expanding again in the north. I like that. He can just give this up, cancel the undead expansion,
A player's forces are
and make
under
sure his 12 o'clock expansion is working. This takes a lot of time to kill the tree, even without Nature's Blessing. So, Expo taken out again. This costs a lot of gold, but I guess this is securing... Oh, it's only at 1/3. I thought it was more advanced. I don't know if I like it. Not defending this year.
It's slowly but surely, like, I think just due to passivity, LawLiet has given pretty much his lead away.
Yeah.
But he got a lot of creeps. Demon Hunter is close to level 5. Naga, she's fairly far away. 2 archers were sent to the side to keep on scouting for the expansion. No dust to reveal them.
Oh, also no shade this time. He's just moving home though. Attack upgrade for the Fiend, number 1. Zero transition, Engine of Wind, and the Dispel upgrade for LawLiet. He owns the shop pretty much. Has a TP, has a staff, has an invul. And the undead heroes. Oh, there's a lot as well. Heal scroll even.
LawLiet's really greedy, never going into upkeep here this whole game. Now would be the time. The expansion is about to be done.
Love the Scout of the Destroyer. The Wisp just moved to the upper left. But they're missing in the fight. And they are necessary against the bears, but this position would be fantastic. So he creates the time to go to 12 o'clock and cancels this tree again. What can LawLiet do in the meantime? Not too many bears, only 2.
Oh, and the tree finishes. He's not going to cancel. That's again all resources lost here very soon.
TP on the DK, expansion in the upper left, but I guess the Demon Hunter saw it, chasing the Acolyte. And the rest is taking out the Crypt finally, so no more Fiends. That could have been prevented, I guess. But second Tree of Life down.
TP come in by WFZ. The Naga will either have to TP or give up at least one bear. Alright, that bear gets saved, but the other one falls. Kind of an even exchange, but more experience going the way of WFZ.
Quite a cool dynamic how they take out each other expansions all the time. With the heavier losses on LawLiet's side, of course, as he didn't cancel twice.
It seems like LawLiet just isn't feeling comfortable fighting before Hippogriffs. Also got the first Mountain Giant.
Oh, yeah. Hardened Skin coming.
A player's forces are
Breaking
under
upkeep,
attack.
though. WFZ breaking upkeep as well, without more Fiends. I wonder if he lacks damage later. He has 4 with 2-0. That's nice. But if once the 2 of them are dead, it's hard.
It is getting better and better, I think, though, over time for LawLiet. Normally, the bigger the armies become, the easier it is, comparatively, for the Night Elf to fight. Especially the Hippos are just on A-click.
Under siege.
Bears often as well.
A player's
Whereas it's going to be a lot of
forces
kiting
are under
required by WFZ with proper focusing as well.
But he has so much movement speed that should be easy.
Oh, big
Oh, this is
mistake
big,
there.
this is
2
big.
Hippos for free.
You need the
That
critical
was-
mass, and you don't get them, and he suicides another Hippo. 3 of them down. And now the Destroyers have pretty much free reign. I mean, there's still a decent piercing damage backline. First Fiend dead, second Fiend dead. The Burrow is a little too late.
A really sloppy start of this fight for LawLiet, but we'll see how it goes. Naga out of mana already. Nova, though, hitting the backline of archers, but the Demon's burning so much mana over here. DK is the one with mana left, but nothing else is, and the Fiends are dying super fast. Despite the sloppy start, seems to be working out pretty well now for LawLiet. Anti-air still here en masse, another Fiend's gonna fall, and the Destroyer's now exposed in the middle of everything. There are
Also
more
left-
coils to heal them up, but one of them's gonna fall, and the Demon Hunter hits level 5 with this. WZ has to TP out.
He's
And
down to
Naga.
his... Oh! Almost shocked
A player's forces are
by the
under
Fork
attack.
Lightning. And that's exactly what I meant. Like, no Crypt. He didn't rebuild it. No Fiends. LawLiet is continuing to build Hippos. And he has no weapon no more. He's just haunting this Destroyer now. Okay, he stopped moving. But the support of you guys doesn't stop. Thank you, Green Railroad, for 5 euros. Ich muss bald jagen. Nice.
Going into Sacrificial Pit now is the Frostworm transition. The idea here by WFZ, it's really not like bears are the
A
problem.
player's
Like,
forces
not at
are
all.
under
Nope.
attack.
It's the Demon Hunter. And kind of the Dryads. Also, hero levels not that good. DK not level 4 yet. Lich not level 3 yet. That's big missing levels.
And so much time for the expansion now. Good that the DK is here for the coil. Was his second last one, will most likely be burned again. Not even level 4, not even level 3 on the Lich. Doesn't have the necessary damage here. Abomination doesn't have Disease Cloud. Double Slaughterhouse now. He completely ignores Fiends from this point on. Which would make Mass Dryads way more valuable. But then
Oh, he's going for the happy play. Mass A-bombs and wagons, probably.
Yeah, I was about to say, then you build some wagons and you have the counter.
That oftentimes comes down to bears versus A-bombs at the end of the day, though. And, well, bears have roar and reju, so normally they're a little bit better.
We're getting close to 2,500 viewers, by the way. Thank you. Record for the month,
Town is
I
under
guess.
siege.
And the past 2 months as well.
LawLiet now, the game is pretty simple for him. He just has to keep on producing, defend his expansion, and then that should be the win. This up here is the win condition. I think this is like the 5th attempted Tree of Life, but this is the one which will most likely at least mine a little bit.
Yes.
WFZ honestly has been doing a great job this game preventing expansions. LawLiet was very tentative not to fight for a very long time. But the one big battle that there was a big advantage. Or, yeah, decisively won. Sacrificial Pit. And summons it. Did he get a single shade? Yes, he did.
So we do get the meat wagons. We do not get the disease cloud, which is a little irritating. We get the 2-0 upgrade for the A-bombs and meat wagons. And then, yeah, he's just waiting for his army to arrive to then punch again. We'd see talents for minus armor and visibility. I like that. If he can keep them alive. It could force a nuke, because the only range is like Lich and Naga and spells. And maybe the Destroyer as well. But that will force some attacks against this Talon to not have the minus armor on him.
WZ being down on only 2 goals for such a long time, he's too low lumber. He can't go for the disease cloud. It's 200 lumber. He doesn't have the resources.
Oh, wow.
No disease cloud takes so much power out of this strategy.
Yeah.
Not ideal. Not ideal at all.
Fairy Dragons coming in as well. Against obsidian statues and casters. Oh yeah, he's just waiting for the mine to be empty and then strike, right?
A player's forces are under attack.
Oh, yeah, right. Hey, there he's gonna get some lumber again. Perhaps he is gonna get disease cloud.
It takes forever though. How long is the upgrade, do you know?
I think like a minute, maybe.
It feels very long.
New expansion coming up in the bottom right. Smart play there by LawLiet. He has plenty of resources now. He can spread himself out across the map. If one expansion falls, he's going to have another one to fall back on.
Marketplace.
LawLiet
Boots of Kel'Thalas for the demon.
Oh, wow.
There's a
Prize it for
cactus
400
pipe.
gold.
There's a, like, how much gold does he have? 600, 700? Disease Cloud didn't start. He could go for the pipe.
A town is under siege.
WZ gets to cancel.
Forces are under attack.
And, okay. Prevents this.
LawLiet 77, only 2 mountain giants, which is not too much. It's a lot of HP, but not creating too much taunt. Hero levels are definitely an issue still.
MG should still be pretty valuable though, because especially the A-bomb frontline has to be on A-click. Like, otherwise they're just wasting time. And yes, A-bombs have normal damage, but still, MGs have hardened skin, so they will be tanky. So here we go. Seems like the big push is coming in. Still no disease cloud, by the way.
Yeah. But maybe it's just this... It's not really an all-in, right? There is still the Tree of Eternity as a backup. I'm waiting for the Demon Hunter to buy something right now.
What's he gonna buy? Endurance Aura. Oh, that's very nice. That is really, really good.
Okay, big front line.
Oh, he canceled his staff.
Oh no.
Why do we keep on seeing this so much? So this fight starts without the Demon Hunter.
Roar counter. The Destroyer is insta dead, but now the hippos are useless. Lich attack. Lots of right clicks. Level up. Finally level 3. Gets a little bit of healing as well. Mana looking okay. 75 supply. Demon Hunter in a lot of trouble. Has an invul though.
It was running out soon, but the mana's being burned so hard. The level 3 mana burn here being so valuable. Demon Hunter now getting focused, in trouble, but there is the staff. LawLiet will not fall to something silly like that. Dryads in the back, almost all taken out, but the Bears and the Mountain Giants in the front line still fairly healthy. Naga in a bit of trouble as well, getting focused now next. Looking for the hero kill, but there's a Moonwell, gets her back to safety. Demon is back as well. The A-Bomb's still alive.
Naga.
All extremely hurt. The Naga is gonna fall. Expansion has been taken out, but the third hero for the Undead is dead. Or second hero, excuse me. That's a lot of experience. That was level 5 now for the Naga. For LawLiet, chasing further. And yes, the meat wagons were really good against the Dryads, but against everything else, they are pretty bad. Double kill with a Fog Lightning. That was cool against the A-Bombs and the Demon Hunter marching forward. Getting closer and closer to level 6, by the way. The Demon is still the ultra hard carry in the late game against Undead. GG, and WFZ does not get the all kill.
Exactly. Still no all kill in this tournament. It could be the destiny of LawLiet. He has a great day today. He's 3-0 after the clan war against winners, where he defeated Sok and Chimiko. Now continuing his run with a 3-0, with a 1-2, the side of Newbee. So they are still in the race. This means that Newbee has to face a new challenge that will most likely either be so-in or happy.
Yeah, I wonder, who are they going to send in now? May as well try so-in. We haven't seen Ice Orc a single time this whole tournament, did we?
I think he played the second Playday of the first round.
Looking right now.
Oh no, he played the 2-2. He played 2 2-2s? Or 1?
Ah, yeah, he played with WFZ. Yeah, okay.
Wasn't
We did have...
too successful though.
Nope. Not really. Yeah, 2v2s really weren't Lucky Future's forte. They lost every single 2-2, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they did. 0-2 as well, every single one.
It's the only no, the last one was 1-2.
Yeah. Happy and Check 1-1 map.
Yeah.
Right.
Against Sok and 2. That was a cool series. Check it out if you haven't. So much AoE on Sok and Who. They had Blizzard, Clap, Stomp, and Chain Lightning. Have fun. Play against that with a Night Elf Undead combo. Everything was just dying in seconds. It was so fun. Or was it a Blood Maid? I'm not too sure. It was a lot of AoE.
I'd like to see Ice Orc here. Give him a chance in the 1v1. But I think Neo's going to disagree because so-in is one of the best orcs in the world. Isn't that right, Neo?
Are you making fun of my hype train now? I'm starting to praise this man for like a week and you're already making fun of me. He didn't disappoint once since then, did he? Oh, I guess once. As he
I
lost to
haven't seen
Chimiko.
enough proof yet, I must say.
Okay. Yeah, in the match against winners where he lost to Chimiko, that disappointed me a little.
Yeah. That was a crazy game, dude. That was pretty cool.
Yeah. We'll see. I take a little break. You take care of the viewers. Be right back.
All right, viewers. I'm going to take care of you. How are you doing today? I hope you're having a good Sunday. I hope you went to church this morning, as I did, and found union and salvation in Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior. As far as maps go, what do we have remaining, actually? So we had Terranas already, LR, and now Northern Isles. So the most likely choice here now to be sent in is definitely so-in. I would have liked so-in on LR. I really like that map for Orc against Night Elf. But that's not in the pool. Echo could be pretty good. You contest the shop in the middle, get those heal scrolls. Or Twisted, of course. But Twisted, you really want to have a really solid game plan. If you don't know the right scout patterns, if you don't know the proper creep patterns, suddenly Night Elf is expanding and you're too late and your timings don't work out. So Twisted Meadows is a little bit iffy. Could be a good choice, though, to keep that away from Lin. Because No, never mind. Lin is already out. Lin is out. So we have the invite, and it's going to be Amazonia. Okay, who is the player? Check. Wow. They're sending in Check into the Night Elf Mirror. I guess that means Soin isn't feeling too good in that matchup recently. But, okay, Check. He had a chance to prove himself a couple of days ago, and he did really well. Taking out Focus to everyone's surprise. And if he defeats LawLiet now, man, this would be quite impressive.
Yeah, I feel like Check has stepped up his game somehow since his trial for Lucky Future started. He also today in AWL won against Luna 2-0, and Luna has a very unique style and is the only kind of rising player in Korea. That did surprise me a lot, seeing this result. I haven't seen the games, so I don't know in what shape Luna was. But yeah, the old uncle trying to get the win and the silver medal in Penguin Sky Cup.
Is this the first Night Elf Mirror in the second round?
Oh, I do think so, yes.
I feel like we've seen no Night Elf Mirrors.
In general, we have seen not too many mirrors.
Yeah, it is the first Night Elf Mirror in the second round. Not even sure how many we saw in the first round.
I think no one will complain.
Yeah, it was on the old pad, we saw Night Elf Mirror all the time, and it was really easy to follow the meta, because we had games every day to observe how the meta evolves. It started off with a Keeper coming in. It was first, I think, Mass Dryads, then it was Mass Mountain Giants, then it was Mass Glaives, which was the worst shit ever, and then it was Mass Archers. Nowadays, what is it all about? I don't even know. Seems like it's not going to be about the Keeper. Very understandable, because the Demon Hunter is one of the best counters to the Keeper of the Grove, and Keeper, of course, nowadays quite a bit weaker. So we have the double Demon Hunter play on AZ.
Thank you, Hiaces, for the 17-month resub. Cheers, guys! Cheers, mate! And, like, when you tell about this 1.30 Night Elf Mirror, did you see The Cube?
The Cube?
It's a movie.
No.
It's kind of a like horror movie, and one guy has some PTSD and just sits in the corner. It's like, oh no, I want to go back to the blue room. Everything's so horrible here. This is exactly how I feel about the Night of Mirror Tales from a year ago.
Are under attack.
Archer Mirror I could kind of enjoy. It was just the Glaive Mirror, which was absolutely, oh my god, that was...
At
made
least
my eyes
things
bleed.
started, things got killed quite quickly. With Blaze.
Hated that.
I hated
it. Felt like the first volley decides the game. Like,
and then you have to keep on casting like it's super exciting. Yeah, I know, man, I know. So, LawLiet in the red for Newbee. With decent inventory, I guess. I would say this is all about bears. And especially on this map, Zeppelin and bears. And I don't know if this map choice against this player is the right one for Check. What happened?
I don't know. Dot dot.
Dot dot.
The player's forces are under attack.
Okay, Demon is just creeping. Check with the nuts, by the way. Absolutely insane.
Oh, yeah. +9. Hello. Oh, +12.
This is so unfair.
Insane.
That is so unfair. This is gonna be such a joke when it comes to trading. In mirrors, especially Blade Master Mirror, Demon Hunter Mirror, these early game drops matter a lot. But LawLiet goes for his own circlet. He's beefing up himself, but that of course costs some gold.
We get 4 archers on Check side with the tech as well. 4 archers for LawLiet as well, just a little later with a fast attack though. Double circlet. I think this dot dot was just about the items.
Ah, did you see it? I didn't know
so.
you saw it.
I think so.
So, Check. Position pretty aggressively on the map.
Forces are under attack.
LawLiet, what's he doing? Oh, sneaky, going for the Renegade. Pulling out the creeps, that's pretty cool. But Czech is stealing the camp away from the opponent's side. Is that level 3? It's pretty close. I think it's enough. Demon Hunter with... Well, there is Flute. That's very nice here for the early game, mid game. Before we go into pure bears. And yeah, that's level 3 actually. Oh my god. Czech is so strong right now.
Yeah, there's a Hunter's Hall which could be cancelled, or he just fights the Archers straight up. He wants to go for the Wisps. The region will be cancelled soon. There we go. But this causes some trouble in LawLiet's base. Archer War with this Demon Hunter. There's no chance for LawLiet, who has to go for a staff. Triple circlet. He's stacking up heavily as well.
Czech could go for the reveal here. There's a lot of Archers Shadow Melded. Czech, why aren't you revealing?
You can't get in either. This is a little waste of time.
Okay. Finally. So, which demon is stronger? Should certainly be Czech, but triple circlet, not bad.
It's a bit more HP, it's a bit more armor. But yeah, a lot less damage. Thank you, Filthy Casual, for your prime sub. We got a Keeper second for Czech, double lore. Keeper second for LawLiet with Ultra Vision. And soon to be double lore, I guess.
Alright, that means full-on Bear Mirror, boys. Let's go. I think the reason why LawLiet decided to focus on the Renegades so much, even sacrificing levels, if you get a Scourge Bone Chimes there,
Yeah.
that is... I think that item is sometimes overrated a little bit, but in Bear Mirror, it certainly isn't. In Bear Mirror, it is absolutely insane.
Also Devotion Aura, which I think still is a little underrated.
Yeah.
If you have a constant protection scroll on your army, this forces a defense upgrade, at least. Or you have the armor advantage, one of the two.
Absolutely. Devotion is amazing. There's also Boots of Quel'Thalas, which is amazing. Sobi Mask is pretty good as well. Not as good as in many other games, but... The second Renegade goes to... Czech, as it seems. If he gets... Dude, if he actually gets the Scourge Bone Chimes here, this is gonna be so unfair.
Flute as well. Okay. At least we have that. So it's fair, it's not a heavy advantage for one of the players. We have earlier Dryads for Czech, but a faster tier 3 for LawLiet. Only a little bit though, so Czech should still be in a good position into this early mid game. Or mid game.
It's a full wall off by LawLiet in the main, by the way.
Yeah, right?
Interesting.
For Bears and Dryads? Interesting indeed. I wonder if Czech's going for double Orb of Venom again. He seemed to start to like it. In several matchups, it can be really powerful.
Solo creeping now by LawLiet. Really good distraction play by the Demon Hunter. Just annoying and buying time and giving vision. Because the Keeper's levels do matter a lot. You want to get him to level 3 for the level 2 Thorns as quickly as you can. Oh, but the Creepjack coming in here is a little bit scary. This may have to be a TP used here on LawLiet's side. Demon staffing in, but very bad position now for LawLiet. Everything's slow. The Ancient of War is going to fall. LawLiet's still going to try to fight this, but one of his Dryads is ensnared and dies right away. Great start for Czech. This is a critical Creepjack.
Another kill, another kill, and there's another kill. Oh, LawLiet is losing almost everything but one archer. So much experience for Czech. Is it the old man that wins the clan war for them? Absolutely looking like it. LawLiet has the bears coming out. But Czech has a big surprise.
Yeah, this is a... Oh, you were lagging like crazy right there.
Yeah, I think the stream is lagging as well. I hope it will stabilize in a bit.
LawLiet though, if he goes... I don't even know if people can hear me. Hopefully.
Just continue.
If he gets the bear numbers up, like, it's still Bear Mirror. At the end of the day, it matters what happened in the 50, 60, and 70 supply fights. Yes, this is definitely a lead for Czech, but he forgot about the moon. Well, he can't even go to 50 right now. Sloppy little mistake there by Czech. Question is this enough of a lead after this Creepjack for Czech to go for an expansion now? Can he dare to do that? Doesn't look like it's even working out with the resources. Czech is actually really low on lumber. LawLiet getting more and more bears. Up to 2 now only, actually. But isn't going to have this archer backline.
Thank you, the great Monchi Chief, for the 2-month resub. Woo, 2 month. Yeah, we back now. And guess
Level
who's
4.
back as well? For Glory Heaven, another beautiful 25 euro donation. So sweet of you, man. Thank you. Every single stream you are here is so crazy. Thanks, man.
Thank you guys very much indeed. So, red camp. Now gonna be tried by LawLiet. Doesn't have that many bears here just yet, but pulls out the creeps, mitigating the damage a lot. And Czech is giving a little bit too much of this map away, isn't he? Like,
I feel so too.
Czech has map control. He shouldn't be giving LawLiet this camp.
This is kind of the only thing LawLiet can do at the moment to get back into this. Like, get an adequate number of bears and try to get items. And guess what?
Oh!
We hear the drums again. And this is a 10% damage increase on bears. And a level 3 keeper. And a level 4 demon hunter. Gigantic upgrades for the younger Korean.
Oh, Hunter's Hall, though, in a pretty unfortunate position. That one's going to be taken out. That is the upgrade, the attack upgrade denied. And also, no Hunter's Hall means no bears until it's remade. Only dryads. He's going to go for the Zeppelin here. No, LawLiet going for that himself. Hero levels are equal, though. Bear upgrades are still 0-0. And LawLiet is fighting in his base. This should favor LawLiet, honestly.
There's a heal scroll. Don't forget about that. And we have a Wand of Illusion, which can help tremendously in Bear Mirror especially. And we have a Zeppelin on LawLiet's side. It's fairly 50-50. Czech is backing up the Moonwell, the deciding factor, I guess. But he can't break upkeep now. Czech is not willing to do so either.
Good burns from the Demon by Czech. Keeper now almost out of mana. Basically out of mana. LawLiet moving forward, looking for a few more kills. He may get the archer. He TPs for the archer? He could have staffed the bear. Archer dies. Okay, that was a little weird, but okay.
So, can he get the red spot? No, right? I mean, he owns the middle, but there's nothing there.
Czech is going to be ahead by 2 upgrades here in just a moment. But Zeppelin drops. Here we go. Good old Doom drops. But quick reaction by Czech. Goes for a Zeppelin here very quickly. May want to go for an Ancient of Wind even. He has the resources.
We have 2 new subs at the Zeppelin drop coming in. Get rich, brothers, for 2 months. Thanks for everything you guys have been doing for the Warcraft scene. Keep up the great work. The overlay advancements are great. They will be even greater, let me assure you. With your continuous support, we're able to afford more upgrades. And X-Swap is coming in for 29 months. Hey there. Hope you stay in for another month. 2.5 years. Pretty dope. But yeah, here comes the drop. Is Czech ready?
He's right there, so it seems like he should be. LawLiet, he's surveying the land. Is it worth to drop in? Is it not worth to drop in? Not really. Doesn't really seem like it. LawLiet's Demon in his main. This is classic AZ Night of Mirror, by the way.
Absolutely.
We crept the map, and now it's time to camp and not die. Oh, nice drop, though. This is cool by LawLiet. He's threatening the base attack. He's making Czech scared to stay behind. Then the Demon Hunter staffs onto the Zeppelin unload. Oh my god, the Keeper. He almost died. What the hell?
Yeah. Here comes the reveal. Here comes Czech. He gets the red spot in the end. LawLiet is. What's the next upgrade here?
Oh,
Endurance.
We got Ancient Django.
So worth it.
That is such a big advantage. Everything is hurt though for LawLiet. He could just TP out of this.
Yeah, he needs to get out. Reju, and then what? TP out, okay. Not even losing this one Dryad. Loads all up. Lost nothing. Got a bunch of
He left the sacred text though, Neo.
Oh my god.
He left the sacred text.
But man, these Night Elves, they're loving the music that's been creating right now. Warsong Battle Drums, Ancient Django of Endurance. They play a nice tune. For what is it? +6 damage on bears or something?
It's a lot. 2 aura advantage. This, on paper, honestly, this shouldn't really be winnable for Czech.
Zeppelin threatening another attack, but there's nothing in, so it's just a distraction. Map is pretty much empty.
LawLiet isn't going for upgrades though.
Yeah,
He easily
just
has the
mass.
resources. Why?
It's just mass. Czech is getting a lot more gold right now.
But, dude, that single armor upgrade, the value of this is insane. He's going Wellspring first.
Yeah, I don't agree either.
No, like, upgrade on bears, it's what makes or breaks the late game in the mirror.
By the way, I didn't see that yet. The Demon Hunter is plus 32 with Roar. It's pretty strong. Double heal scroll for Czech. It definitely has the better use of his money. The Zeppelin for LawLiet is filled with bears.
A
But
player's
they won't
forces
be
are
in the
under
fight
attack.
if there is one.
2-2 finishing. It's gonna be 1-0 versus 2-2. Like, I just said that there's usually no way of playing against 2 auras, but when you're up by 3 upgrades, there certainly is a way.
Yeah.
LawLiet, you have 400 gold, 200 lumber. What the hell? Upgrades.
He is sending the Zeppelin to the mainland. So, there's no TP. Is there? Nope. Just heal scrolls. Okay, this must be a winning fight for LawLiet. Otherwise, Lucky Future wins the clan war. He's dropping into the back line, trying to destroy the archers. Raw's been used, but not on the heroes. Who's gonna win this, man? Czech is taking some more time to get his army on the field. Reju is nice, but bears are falling. A lot of adept bears for Czech even. And they're just falling. Detonates not really coming in. LawLiet is hurt, but the Demon Hunter and the Keeper as well. Invo Potion has been used. Czech is plummeting in supply. And LawLiet still has everything alive. Bears extinct for Czech.
Really cool. Zeppelin drop, and the Keeper there moves in position with his double auras. And I thought this was gonna be closer, considering the upgrades. But no, not really. LawLiet in the bear mirror once again looking really, really strong. Checked down to 29 supply there for a moment.
Player's forces
Unbelievable. He lost one bear. LawLiet. And he killed 30 supply.
I guess his idea there was he wanted to trick Czech into thinking his army was small by only showing the 2 bears and the Dryad, and then suddenly the Zeppelin from the back. Surprise, surprise.
Yeah, that was real nice. GG! We get a decision match, Remo. 2-2.
Ooh.
And this must be LawLiet versus Happy. Rematch from Playday 1. Isn't that cool? We literally go full circle. This is the way we started this tournament, and this is the way we end this tournament.
That's poetic, Neo.
I know.
Poetic.
I know. It is. Thank you, Schlevin, for the 213 sub.
Yeah, anything other than happy would be very strange. And yeah, this is still about a lot of prize money. So, by the way, if Lucky Future gets the win, yeah, they have a 2 map score positive. So that's 1 map ahead of LP Club, by the way. 1 map's gonna decide this. That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
And if they lose, it's 3rd place for them. So quite a bit of pressure once again on Happy. And as good as Happy is, as much as we love to praise him, we have to say he did crumble a little bit under pressure here in the Penguin Sky Cup. In the first round, in the ace match, one of the most tense moments of the first round against Sok, he lost. And yesterday, in the deciding match against Sok again, he lost again. So Happy, he's not unbeatable anymore.
Yeah, the question is, what's the deciding factor? The deciding map, or was it just Sok?
Yeah, Sok absolutely in this matchup is looking insane. Maybe the best in this matchup from the humans across the world right now.
Another sub. Thank you, Snowy Amaru, one of our longest time fans, whatever. The 5-month resub. Look what I found. This sub button. Thanks, Tom.
So what map's he gonna pick now?
What's left?
Some undeads really like Twisted Meadows because of the Night Elves' tough early game.
Yeah, that's
Some
1-0
really
style.
don't like it, exactly like 1-0, because of if the Night Elf gets late game, especially with the Panda, high levels, expansions everywhere, stuff like that.
So we have seen Terranas, Last Refuge, and what was the third map? LawLiet WFC? Northern
Isles.
So Terranas, Last Refuge, Amazonia out. CH, Echo, and Twisted still in.
Yeah, CH, Echo, and Twisted.
CH?
CH and Echo are pretty similar. It's a safe level 2 for both, basically. May come down to how heavily Happy he wants to creep in the late game. Twisted Meadows, best late game creep map.
Yeah.
Concealed, kind of in the middle. And Echo Isle is really weak. And early games are safe on the smaller maps, but unsafe on the big maps. On the big map, Twisted.
Yeah, we'll see. We can only speculate right now. We don't even know it for 100% that Happy is coming. Could be Soin.
That would be such a disappointment, dude. Come on, it has to be Happy now. Here comes the invite. Oh. Concealed Hill.
And it's Happy.
Happy joins the room. There we go. That's what we want to see for the last final game of Penguin Sky Cup. First place went to Newbee. Last place to winners, but second and third. Still between Lucky Future and LP Club. All comes down now to Happy.
Yeah.
Focus and Romantic are cheering on LawLiet right now. Their fate in his hands.
Here we have the current standings. Newbee are the champions. Doesn't matter what happens. If they're 5-1 or 4-2, doesn't matter. Lucky Future, if they win the next map, if Happy wins the next map, they are 3-3 and with a +2 score, having a better result than LP Club, who would then be third. If Happy loses, then LP Club takes the second place. And winners, doesn't matter what happens, step 4. So, does LawLiet have a solution against the world champ?
We saw LawLiet earlier against WFZ already. Playing old school Night Elf there. Demon Hunter, Bears. Not that many Bears, I guess. With the Naga. Level 3 Demon early. Made his mid-game pretty easy. And made it so that WFZ had a tough time. Especially falling heavily behind in levels. I am almost 100% expecting the Demon Hunter here. And this is where this map can definitely be tougher than other maps. Level 3 Demon here. Not easy at all. You get level 2 right away, but beyond that, you can move from green camp to green camp, but that takes a lot of time. You can heal up at the fountain, possibly as well, but for that you are standing still, doing nothing in the meantime. On the Happy side of things, by the way, it is him going for the Tet Fiend build order as well, like WFZ did earlier, which in my opinion isn't really the best build anymore. But we'll see. Perhaps he plays it heavy on the ghouls. First heroes. Demon Hunter, DK. So much was to be expected.
I think we will see a big difference between Happy's play and WFZ's play. If you just think of how nicely Happy was using his fiends against the humans. Constantly distributing the damage evenly between the fiends, so they're never in danger of dying. There's not too much single target damage, and WFZ kind of forgot about them and lost a lot very early on. This is no keeper mass airplay by LawLiet. I think this is out of the meta as well, right?
Yeah. It's pretty weak nowadays. Undeads know how to play against it. And similar to how it is against human, keeper is just totally awful in the late game. Against human and against undead. Against orc he's still pretty decent. But not against the other two races. So DK coming out here. Level 1 harass. Taking out the wisp right away. LawLiet wasn't quite looking there. Could have perhaps denied with a detonate, but no. DK gonna go creeping now. Tries to evade the Demon Hunter, I imagine. Gonna go Where's he gonna go?
Player's forces are under
To the
attack.
turtles? I mean, he knows, like, LawLiet knows where he is. So what's the Demon Hunter doing with his time?
Happy's actually going for Wisp Harass in the main man. How unusual.
School. He's gonna get another corpse with his Acolyte. Can he... Wow, cancels the Moonwell.
Player's forces are under attack.
And tech by LawLiet now right in his face. Demon Hunter takes the time to creep the turtle, which is nice, and delays progress on the Lich. But he has 2 more coils.
So what this early game Wisp Harass does is it costs lumber and it slows down the demon. Yes, demon gets level 2, but archers have to be in the main, and without archers you can't keep on creeping to level 3. So with this aggressive play, he's not finding that many kills, but he's preventing level 3 demon for a long time. Comes at a price though. Only level 1 for the DK, now out of mana, doesn't have the aura. 4 ghouls, by the way, for Happy, so heavier ghoul usage than WFZ was earlier. I
Player's
think he
forces
only
are
had
under
3.
attack.
But pretty solid early game here by LawLiet. Keeps on, once again, going for more camps. And the Demon Hunter now at home can deal with this DK harass very easily by
Town is
himself.
under siege.
But again, yeah.
Sorry,
Go
this
ahead.
this won't decide the game. I was about to say it's just a couple of skirmishes, putting their feet in the water, dancing a little with each other. But yeah, pretty solid by both so far. No one really likes this early game too much, I think. But nothing bad
Player's
happens
forces
either.
are under attack.
Happy not going into Fiends yet, by the way. This is the first big deviation in the game compared to WFZ. Yes, it was a fast Fiend build, but no actual Fiends coming out for quite a while. Happy here instead going up to 5 ghouls now, 6 ghouls in fact. And now that Happy has the ghoul numbers, now he can start effectively creeping. This is also something that has to be kept in mind. With this opening build, if Happy just begins creeping, he's pretty slow. So instead he goes harass to begin with, and now that he has the ghouls, now it's time to creep up a little bit. Getting close to level 2. I think he's gonna get it here with the Trapper. And with that gets the aura. Yep, there we go. And continues the harass.
Okay.
Perfect timing. Well, I just started the creep right there.
Yep. There is a mana burn soon. I guess he used one on the Shadow Priest, so can't use it on the DK. Uses some right clicks. Mana burn is ready now, but gets the coil up anyway. Can't prevent this anymore.
The demon is super tanky though.
Yeah. And boots
Plus
now
8
as well.
strength.
Love the boots.
Yeah.
Player's
I was
forces
a little bit upset. I didn't mention it earlier against WFZ, but he never went for the boots, and it would have helped him so much in so many occasions.
It's very hard to be upset with LawLiet though.
Oh, here's the Naga second, by the way, by Happy. And now you can see the difference. WC went for this as well, but if the demon is level 3, the Naga has a very tough time. But this demon, not level 3 just yet. He's close, but he's not quite there. And Panda second now by LawLiet as well. Playing this quite differently
Yeah.
than previously.
More for the late game, I guess. There is no boots on the undead side this time.
Player's
More
forces are under
skeletons.
attack.
Yeah, Naga really didn't do too much, but stopped the Demon Hunter from getting this camp, and yeah, that is the prevented level 3. There's no next coil. Good progress for the Panda with the big healing. Engine of Lore number 1 is coming. Fast tier 3. Not as fast as Happy, of course. Slaughterhouse second.
Oh, demon in trouble. Almost a surround with the slow, with the ghouls. Ooh, it's close. And here you can see he definitely needed those boots. But he gets out of there. Oh, does he? No! So close. Wisp coming in for the detonate. Oh my god, just barely.
Ooh, no Fog Lightning, no coil. It could have been the end for this DK right away. More archers now.
Player's
Kind of an
forces are
investment you
under
don't
attack.
want to do at that stage of the game on the way to tier 3.
All the light. He slips in attention for a second, and there we go. That's the surround. And it's definitely the TP force. There's no way he can fight out of this. Yes, he's tanky, but he's not that tanky. Wisp detonate, okay. But that's the TP gone. And the TP gone for a long time. Perhaps forever.
Yeah, saves all the archers. So that was okay. But not even many dryads coming out with this one production building. For Happy, we see
player's
statues,
forces are
tier
under
3
attack.
done. Lich started. This will be a big power spike. He even has these 4 ghouls. He can go for Frenzy and have a very, very strong timing attack.
I'm not sure that I like this panda so much. Imagine this previous position, Happy coming towards the lab with a Naga. And you can snipe the ghouls one by one. There's not going to be coils. Yes, you're going to be trading archers for ghouls, but that's usually always good for the night elves. So yeah, this panda is a little bit greedy, but it cost him an archer, it cost him a TP, it cost him a lot of time creeping, but not the end of the world, I guess.
Still no level 3 DK. Needs some time himself now. So does the panda. So we're slowing things down. This is tier 3 for LawLiet then, and bears. But everything is just later. And quite a bit later. Watch awards. Love this. Yeah, low levels for Happy in general. Like 2-1-1.
Yeah.
Against
Heroes are not going to be carrying him for a while, but we're early tier 3 stages. Here, Frenzy Ghouls are still really, really powerful, especially backed up by a heal scroll. Frenzy is coming in now. Lich does have the orb. Once Frenzy finishes, there's going to be a big power spike for Happy. By then, Panda would ideally want to be level 3. I think he's going to get it here. Yeah, gets it from this camp. That's a big deal. Oh, but Happy, he's gonna find him. Creepjack coming in, no TP here. Oh, this could be a lot of archers dying very, very fast. Demon, where are you? You left your friends to be alone by themselves, fending for themselves. Oh, and this is an immaculate start for Happy. One archer dead right away, and they're all gonna die. These archers all about to fall.
And there's no TP. The Demon Hunter has to fight here. No TP at all. Trying to nuke the Naga. There is an invul though. Lich is a little exposed, but also the Dryads are falling. This Breath of Fire was great. Happy transfers the invul, or has the invul there on the Naga. So saves this ghoul even with 9 HP. Beautiful. Switching the target to the Lich. There's no mana for a coil anymore. Happy has to get out. Demon Hunter is still super speedy and super tanky. Decides to go not for the heroes. Oh, what is this? The boss Shadow Melt heal potion to save the first hero. That could have been GG right there.
With no Dryads anymore, Happy taking them out so quickly. There's no slow on this Night Elf army, so Happy can kite pretty well. Everything's low mana, everything's low HP. This Reju is a godsend, but the Destroyer comes in, dispels the Reju quickly. But that also means no regen anymore for Happy. Another regen.
One more. This, but still no nuke. Demon Hunter has to disengage. 50 supply against 42. LawLiet could have lost the game right there. But he got out of that. Little Houdini in the upper left.
What a read by Happy, by the way. Did he scout the panda up there before, or did he just smell it?
I don't know. His nose is pretty good. I could see this.
And slight mistake, the Demon Hunter lost track there of the undead army and was like, oh my god, he's here, and had to run a long way. But he recovered nicely, heroes didn't die.
A player's forces
But I did use the big heal pot, all archers did fall. Yeah, now we're transitioned out of ghouls, out of archers, into just Bear Dryad versus Fiend Destroyer statue. Sentry Ward in the middle sees this Overlord attempt, Happy. Is he gonna try to contest?
Knows it. There's a ward. But nope. Not engaging. Free item for LawLiet. Helm of Valor. For the Demon Hunter, it's okay. More tankiness even. No expansion by LawLiet. Like, not the entire time.
No. Such a different game compared to WC3.
Yeah.
It feels like LawLiet's under way more pressure this game.
Burrow comes in. And he's stealing this creep spot for level 2 Lich.
If Happy after this gets the Fountain Creep as well, this is going to be pretty even split. But LawLiet, I think he's satisfied. He's got the Panda. He's creeping on and on. Gonna get double level 4s here very soon.
Happy got the Talisman of Evasion. Has a heal scroll and decides to push a little, but the dragon goes to the Korean.
Happy knows there's no TP anymore, so an attack towards the main always at least forces some building kills normally.
But he kills the Ancient of Wind. This means no hippos.
And one Woundmill at the least should also be falling. This is a lot of structural damage.
He will be supply stuck. I mean, he is supply stuck already, but even longer. Moonwells are expensive with 180. Even saves the school for a bit because he will be burned anyway afterwards. Nice breath of fire. Lots of misses coming out here. Nagas lesson involved. Switching the focus to the Demon Hunter. Is there a way out for him? I think there's no staff. Demon Hunter as well. Heal Scroll coming in for the DK. Whoa, the last Fiend shot. Are you not so happy? So well calculated or a little lucky. Maybe a mix of both. But that must be the win. First hero taken out. Lucky Future about to step onto the second place in this league.
Runs into the main with only 3 Fiends, 2 Ghouls, and the Destroyers. It didn't really look like a good push, but gets the hero kill. LawLiet too greedy. No invul, no staff. He didn't think the demon could die, but he absolutely could. And happy. Getting a win out of nowhere. Who would have thought this would end up in a victory here? This little push. The Panda falls as well. The Demon has just been bought back from the tavern, but this is a little too much, it feels like. LawLiet down at 41 supply against Happy at 60.
Can't get the Panda back at the moment. He has no gold. Needs that gold to keep the Demon Hunter alive. He's the last stand here. Coil right clicks. Dryad is actually blocking a little. Had to use the potion. But the bears, there's too much damage. That's the big strength of the undead. The single target damage is in full effect.
Can't quite save the Fiends with a Boral. There is a sentry ward here, but the bears, man, they're dying so quickly. Demon Hunter, if he dies, this game is most certainly over. There's no mana at all anymore on Happy here, as it seems. Oh, this sentry ward. This sentry ward is doing God's work for LawLiet. Demon in trouble again. Has to go for the anti-magic. Needs moon juice, needs heal pots.
Oh my god.
Panda, not coming back.
He has no gold. He has just no gold. Lich about to die, though. TP out. Demon Hunter survives for now. Frostborn coming in. He's diving. He's diving. Moon Juice. LawLiet survives. I have no idea how, but he survives.
Pretty impressive by LawLiet here to hold on. This should have been GG already. It's still a massive lead for Happy, of course.
A player's
But
forces
he
are
stays
under
alive.
attack.
There's a heal fountain now. How good is this heal fountain right now? But of course, Happy must know and anticipate this. Invo potion on the Lich. A little bit of mana as well. There's a coil. Oh, uses it immediately before being burned. Yeah, is he dying at the fountain? Is Newbee losing the second clan war to LF? We're close.
Dryad dies immediately. The bear is going to die as well. There's no staff to save this bear with the Naga right clicks, the slow coming in. Ouch! That 7 supply gone instantly for free. Demon, at least he can make it away, thanks to the Boots of Speed.
And the lack of mana on the entire undead army. Panda is halfway back. Nice block. Twerking in front of the bear's face. Staff has to save. Okay, the undead siege continues. Can he stall enough time for the Panda? They have an abomination coming in.
Where's the damage though? We do have Dryads for slow, but where's the actual damage? Demon Hunter right clicks, okay, but if he goes in front, he's gonna get focused
Needs
as well.
repair too late. This is happening continuously to LawLiet, and the Panda is not coming back from the altar. Only 4 Dryads and the DH to save Newbee.
A player's forces are under attack.
And the Demon Hunter dropping lower as well, down to less than 300 now. Happy's heroes out of mana, but the army is strong enough. GG, Happy gets the win again in the second place for his team, Lucky Future.
$1,400 best of 1. Happy got it with a fight in a Night Elf base where he crushed LawLiet. An all kill in this league, still impossible. And that was the last map of Penguin Sky Cup. Newbee first, Lucky Future second, LP Club third, winners fourth.
Kind of Happy didn't have the, unbeatable tournament here, but Newbee was only defeated thanks to Happy, kind of. And outstanding WZ performances as well. But yeah, Newbee came into this as the big favorite with their star roster. Yeah, I guess as we expected. And Lucky Future showing that their big pickup, their star player pickup was worth it. Without Happy, they would have been doing terrible in this league.
Yes.
But with him, they take second place.
Happy defeated LawLiet before in the first clan war. Lucky Future, the only team that was able to defeat Newbee. 4 clan war wins for Newbee, 2 losses. Well distributed. So how is Happy's track record? He's like 1 win, 1 draw. Like 2 wins, 1 draw, 2 losses in the first series. We'll figure this out later. So we have 1 hour until W3IL starts. Hope you enjoyed this one. We're gonna have Cascade versus Dust. Looking like a promising clan war. Will be a little more clowny, of course. Until then, I got an idea for a new format here on Back to Warcraft, Remo. I don't know if you like it. I'm throwing you a little bit into cold water. We're gonna take a break first for like 5 minutes or so. And then it's time for the premiere edition of Remo versus the World. Remo will play against one of you guys. We're gonna host a BattleNet game. One of you guys, it doesn't matter if you're a sub or a donator or whatever. We treat everyone here the same. And
so that means next week it's Neo versus the world then.
No! Absolutely not. I'm just coming up with this. You can't steal my idea. And if the challenger wins against Remo, it's gonna be best of 1. If he wins against Remo, it's gonna get a Back to Warcraft t-shirt. How did that sound?
That's cool.
I think so too. So, Penguin Sky Cup is over. Remo versus the World comes up, and then we have W3IL with Cascade versus Dust. So, more Warcraft action here. Stay tuned, you beautiful 2,700 people.